All right, Shalom Yasharallah. Before we get started, we'll give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chaha Kodash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, and teaching them well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. And we're back with another video under the lesson. The title of this one is called Russia and the Other Nations Are Allying with One Another. All right, now, I saw this article on End Time Headlines, and it reads, Ukraine's former military chief warns World War III is here as North Korea, Iran, and China stand with Russia, right? We know that Russia is the bear, right? And it's going to take down this, with the other, along with the other nations, it's going to take down this beast system. And it's going to destroy America, Babylon the Great. So let's read this. It says, Ukraine's former military chief has warned that World War III is already underway, with Vladimir Putin's autocratic allies, North Korea, Iran, and China, openly supporting his forces on the battlefield. Valery Zaluzhny, who is now Ukraine's envoy to the United Kingdom, told the UP100 award ceremony in Kiev, I believe that in 2024, we can absolutely believe that the Third World War has begun. The general said that as of this year, Ukraine is no longer facing Russia. Soldiers from North Korea are standing in front of Ukraine. And North Korea, let's see if we can look it up real fast. And bear with me. All right. North Korea. Yeah. Let's pull up news. It says battlefield intelligence suggests North Koreans killed in Ukraine war. It says what we know about North Korean troops in Ukraine. You know, you can look up more, you know, on your own. It says hundreds of North Korean troops and Russian general killed by a missile strike. So there are North Koreans, you know, on the front lines of with Russia. And then you got South Korea sending arms to Ukraine, you know, because they trying to, in response to North Korea sending troops to Russia, you know. But this is all a part of prophecy. Let's go back to the article and finish it out. It says he made the comments after reports emerged that around 10,000 soldiers have been sent by Pyongyang to fight alongside Russian troops in the Kursk region, as Moscow aims to replenish its forces and reclaim the territory taken from it 3 months ago. Zaluzhny, I hope I said his name right, went on to highlight the support. Reading in Slovakia, Zaluzhny went on to highlight the support Putin's armies have received from Tehran, which has sent thousands of Shahed attack drones to Moscow, and also assisted it with the technology to build the drones itself, according to reports. More than 8,000 Iran-developed drones have been launched since the war began 2.5 years ago, Kiev said in September, with many targeting civilian homes as well as military targets. And quote, let's be honest, already in Ukraine, the Iranian shaheeds are killing civilians, absolutely openly without any shame. Zaluzhny said, adding that Chinese and North Korean weapons were also being used against his country. It comes after Moscow's ambassador to the UK declared that Britain is now directly involved in the war after Kiev's Storm Shadow attack on Russian territory. It says, ask if the UK is at war. The PM told BBC local radio, we're not at war, but Ukraine certainly is. Sir Kiar slammed Putin's irresponsible rhetoric. Russia is the aggressor, he said. This war could end today if Putin stopped being the aggressor. Meanwhile, a top military official declared that British army would be ready to fight Vladimir Putin's forces tonight if Russia were to invade another European nation in addition to Ukraine. Lieutenant General Sir Rob Magawan, the deputy chief of the British Defence Staff, told the House of Commons Defence Committee yesterday afternoon if the British Army were to if the British Army were asked to fight tonight, it would fight tonight. I don't think anybody in this room would be Salakia. I don't think anybody in this room should be under any illusion that if the Russians invaded Eastern Europe tonight, then we would meet them in that fight. However, Magawan's declaration belies the state of the UK's military capabilities. In May, he acknowledged that Britain's soldiers would run out of ammunition and equipment in a war against Putin's Russia in less than 2 months. You see, they can't keep up, you know. But these other nations, like North Korea, Iran, and China, they're supporting and they're aligned with Russia, and it's going to happen more and more. Let's get and this is going to lead to World War III, which we're already in the midst of it, but it's going to lead to a bigger war, and it's going to lead to America, Babylon the Great, being destroyed. Because let's get let me see. This is Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13 and 17, it says, "Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it." The Medes are the Russians, right? Let's show a map if we can. See right here, the Median Empire, and he had that goes up into Russia. You see, Slovakia, that was a better one I had. Yeah, this one. The Median Empire, it goes up into the Russian Empire, or in the Russian territory. That's how we know today the Russians are the Medes, right? See all that. So going back, and matter of fact, let's put up Russia. This is Russian territory. If you look right here, and it can it's a better one. I'm trying to find a good one. But if you compare them, let's see if we can get a good one now. Something like this, right? That little area right here. But this is the Russian territory, all this. But let's go back. This is a Revelation. Isaiah 13 and 17. "Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eye shall not spare children. And Babylon," right? The glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. See, now Babylon didn't go out like the ancient Babylon didn't go out like Sodom and Gomorrah. So this is talking about America. Sodom and Gomorrah, how did Sodom and Gomorrah be overthrown? Right, by fire and brimstone. Same as gonna happen today, but with nuclear or ICBM missiles. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Right, but the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. We're just talking about Babylon. But Revelation 13:2, and the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. This is this started with the Greeks. All right. This beast, right? The leopard represents the Greek Empire, which goes into Alexander the Great. And and his feet were as the feet of a bear. All right, this goes into the Russians, right? Because if you could look up, oh, this the Russian bear symbolizes. Says since the 16th century, the bear has been the ultimate symbol of Russia, representing both the good, strength, power, and sheer might, and the bad ferocity and club footness. It perhaps the only accurate likeness of the enigma that is Russia. And we can the Russian bear, or Rusky Medvedev in Russian, is a widespread symbol of Russia that has been used since the 16th century. It is often depicted as a Eurasian brown bear. It can be found in cartoons, plays, and articles. The bear is a national personification of Russia and represents both good and bad aspects of the country. Good is strength, power, and might, and the bad is ferocity and clumsiness. And let's go back and you get this word bear in the Greek. It means, it's the Greek word arctos, and it says a bear. And it says what down here? As obstructing, all right, ferocity or veracity, a bear. But if you get the root word, it says to be possessed of unfailing strength, to be strong, to suffice, to be enough, to defend, ward off, to be satisfied, to be contented. You see? Strong's definition. It says, give me 1 second. It says be content, be enough, suffice, be sufficient. You see? Down here it says to be possessed of unfailing strength, to be strong, to suffice, to be enough. And as we saw, so that bear is talking about the Russians. Okay? And the feet represents, like it symbolizes the end of the feet. The feet is gonna Salakia. Let's read it again. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. That's the Greeks. And his feet, whereas the feet of a bear, and the feet represents what? The end. Like in Daniel. It's just an example. Daniel 2. And Daniel 2 and (31). It says, "Thou, O King, sawest, and behold, a great image. This great image was the the image that the king saw in his dream, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image's head was of fine gold, and his breasts and his arms are of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, and his feet were part of iron and part of clay. And those feet represents the end, all right, of this kingdom. Thou sawest till the stone, thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet, that were of iron and clay, and break it in pieces. You see that? So those the feet of the bear is going to represent the end of this system when Russia takes it out. Continuing on in his mouth as the mouth of a lion, which represents represents the British, and also they know that their the way that their philosophy, right? And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And the dragon was the Roman Empire. Okay. So now let's get these precepts. So these precepts over here that I got. Let's get Jeremiah 51. Salakia. Jeremiah 51 and 27. It says, Jeremiah 51:27. It says, set ye up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations, prepare the nations against her, call together against her the kingdoms of Ararat, Mini, and Ashkenaz, appoint a captain against her, cause the horses to come up as the rough caterpillars, prepare against her the nations, which the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. And Ararat represents Turkey. Okay. Now, Mini, let's look up what modern day Mini is. Let me see if I spelled it right. Yep. It says Armenia and Eastern Turkey, right? It says the location of the many people lived in the Eastern Turkish mountain territory south of Lake Urmia, which is part of the modern northern Iraq. And it says Ashkenaz, and it says appoint a captain against her, cause the horses to come up as the rough caterpillars. Now, captain is Russia. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. And we'll show you in Ezekiel 38, right? Ezekiel 38, and I'm going to start at 1. It says, and the word of the Lord, his name is Yahweh, came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. And say, thus said the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. So the Lord is he's still against Russia, but he's going to use Russia for his to bring down this system, right? I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thy army, horses and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Verse 5 it says Persia, which is Iran today, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarma of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Now, if you can actually look this up. Just type in Ezekiel 38. And it'll pop up right here. It says you got Persia, which is Iran today. You got this is Russia right here. Right? Let's see if we can get a better one. These are a little blurry. So you got Russia, right? Meshach and Tubal. You got Gomer, right? Persia is Iran. So you got these other nations is gonna gather up with Russia. They gonna come up against America and they gonna bring down this system. But they gonna shoot how they gonna do that? They gonna shoot their missiles. Let's get Jeremiah 50, right? And let's start with verse 3. I'm gonna start at 1. It says, the word that the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Declare ye among the nations, and publish and set up a standard. Publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell there. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. All right, if you jump down to verse 9, it says, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows, which are those missiles, shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. So these Salakia. So these gonna be that with Russia. Let's go back. These are gonna be those people. Okay. Coming from the north country, which is Russia, and all the other allies that are with him. See, and this is much clearer. You got Persia right here, which is Iran. You got Turkey, Togarmah, Gomer, right? Which I believe this is Germany. Okay, you got Ethiopia, which is Kush. So yeah, let's get jump down to verse 41. Jump down there. Jeremiah 50 and 41. I'm gonna start at 40. It says, as the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and their neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. Behold, a people shall come from the north, a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses. Every one put in array like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. You see that? And that bow and that lance represents the bow represents the side that what you call it? The bow. Because this is not talking about the actual bow and the lance, right? Let's see what the lance is. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to look for it. Let me see. Let's go over here. See, something like this, right? But today it represents those missiles being shot off from those silos. Okay, that's that bow and that lance, So it's not an actual bow and the lance because they can't be shot across, the earth, right? So that bow and the lance represents those missiles being shot off. Okay, and then eventually, let's get Revelation 17 and 16. It says, and the 10 horns, right, which thou sawest. Let's lock it. Read it again. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, right? These are the other, NATO and the EU. That's what it represents. These shall hate the whore, which is America, because America controls the beast, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For the Most High had put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. See, this is all part of the Lord's plan, you know. But they're coming together, you know, some of the nations. Eventually, the nations will, some others will join Russia and take and shoot their, and they'll come together and they'll take out America by shooting their missiles on America, you know. But Russia and the other nations are aligned with one another. And this is part of prophecy, you know. And eventually it's going to lead to World War III, which we're already in the midst of it, but it's going to, you know, amplify soon, right? As a matter of fact, let's end it off with, let's go back to Isaiah 13. And we can end it off with this. It's the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles, right? We're preaching the word. I have commanded my sanctified ones. But who are the sanctified ones? The prophets. Okay? Jeremiah 1 and 5 will give you that. It says, verse 4, then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou comest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. So the Lord sanctified the prophets. Okay? Verse 3 again, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones, who are the angels for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude, the mountains, like as of a great people. A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of the hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. See, he's talking about those missiles, man. You see that? And the Lord is mustering up the host of the battle. He's getting ready to, you know, put this thing in place. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. I write to you brothers and you sisters out there. I know I was all over the place, but hey, Lord will, you got something out of it. We're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kwadash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, the teaching of well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Lord's will was edified. Till next video, I'm going to say, Shalom.